Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be looking at an update from Joe, who is the person who claims Jay is still alive, and he reveals that Jay had allegedly been trying to use someone's phone to possibly get in contact with his family. This is what the first post that Joe uploaded says. Good afternoon, my friends. D person's brother has a house in Ibiza. Jay is there today with Fitzy. Ritus DN is going out this Friday. I know everything, but when he lands, he will be gone for opening his mouth to the wrong people. Elaine's nephew is watching everything okay, and D person is offering money to shut people on Facebook and YouTube up. Elaine nephew said today that he will allegedly shoot me, okay. Spanish person who he banged over the head name is Juan Luis. So as you can see, Joe seems to say okay after everything, which is probably the way he speaks. But what I got from this post was that allegedly D person, who is said to be the boss/leader of the mafia, who has got Jay, has a brother who has a house in Ibiza, which is where Jay is apparently being kept. Ritus, who I have done a video on in the past, and also a person who Joe says he knows everything as well, is going to fly out to where Jay is. Joe says that when he lands, he will be gone for opening his mouth to the wrong people. Now I think he is on about Ritus here, and he's saying something will happen to Ritus for speaking about the alleged situation to people who he shouldn't be speaking about it to. Joe also says that this D person is apparently offering money to shut people up on Facebook or YouTube. Well, I can say that I haven't had any contact from someone threatening me about anything to do with Jay, so I'm not sure if he's telling the truth, to be honest. Joe also claims that he is in danger and that he has allegedly been threatened by Elaine's nephew. Elaine's full name is Elaine Flood, and I'm guessing her nephew is Liam Floody, who was also mentioned by Joe previously. The interesting part about this is the fact he has named the other Spanish person who was allegedly swapped for Jay, and his name is apparently Juan Luis. I have done some research on trying to find who this person is, and I'll show you what I found. So I have found someone who has the name Juan Luis, and apparently he is missing and also from Tenerife. I didn't expect to find anything, as Joe is a very hard person to believe. This could also still be a made-up story because Joe could have seen about this person and just used his name. But it's very weird that this came up when I was searching. The fact that this person went missing in Tenerife on the 7th of July 2024 also adds to Joe's story, and they still haven't been found. Joe also said this Spanish person has been missing for 3 months, and that also lines up with the dates that this guy went missing. So either Joe has done a lot of research to make his story seem believable, or there might be some truth to what he's saying. I will say that this could all just be for attention and is a crazy accusation to make. I hope he isn't doing this for attention because this is definitely a couple steps too far. Let's move on to the second statement that Joe made. This is what the second post that Joe uploaded said. My friend's D person is sick of Jay. Jay tried go on Fitzy phone, and Ritus DN is going there cause he thinks he will finish Jay. And get brand new MK15 golf and cash. Brandon Hodgson can't change his mind. No going back now. Elaine's nephew is talking to everyone involved to stick together and don't slip up. What Joe is claiming here is that Jay had allegedly tried to use someone's phone to possibly contact his family, and I have no idea who this Fitzy person is. Joe goes on to say that Ritus is allegedly going there because he thinks something will happen to Jay, plus the fact that he gets a new car and some cash. If Ritus thought he was in danger, surely he wouldn't even think about going there, and like Joe said, something will happen to him when he gets there, so this part doesn't make sense at all. Maybe he has to go there, I don't know. But why would he go somewhere and put himself in danger if he didn't have to? He mentions Brandon and says he can't change his mind and there's no going back now. What is this about? Is it about Brandon allegedly going to Egypt, which I spoke about in my last video about Joe? The last thing Joe says is that Elaine's nephew is trying to get everyone who is involved to stick together and not slip up. If this story has any truth to it, then someone has already slipped up by telling Joe, as he's the one exposing this, and it seems like people are starting to panic. But that's if this isn't a made-up story, and at the moment, there is no real proof that any of this actually happened. That's what we need, because without any real proof, we just can't take this story serious yet. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will update you as we find out more.